Hello again, everyone. Here I have another specimen of a giant Indian rock artifact. Probably may look like it to some as a giant Indian rock artifact or just a giant artifact. And it also is really a shape of a fish. This is a fin. Get your upper fins. There's an eyeball there. And basically that's, because they made a lot of their tools into animal looking figures. This is actually a fresh chip here. It's not patinaed like the rest of the rock is. They hooked it onto the stick at this end. Only tied it on this end because on the other side is actually where they mounted the stick right here. They actually grooved it up into here to where when it sat on the stick, it could be able to be tied on a little better. They tied it over pretty much over this area and probably through this and this. They tied it around on the stick, basically. Well, it's probably more like a big giant branch for this thing here to be held on because it's pretty big. It's about 24 pounds. It has been modified on the front, beveled to be sharpened to some sort of a war type instrument. It could have been used for chopping wood of some kind, but the giant Indians were very strong. They probably didn't even really need to chop wood. They could just break it with their hands. There's a lot of fresh chipping in here, and I'd say fresh probably from transportation from where they found it out in, picked it up with a tractor or something and threw it in the back of a truck, brought it to their gravel pit, sorted the sizes, transporting it over here. I mean, any of the moving around the yard, they would have used most likely a heavy construction type tractor, backhoe, anything with a scoop on the front. They could have been moving these rocks, and that could have chipped all of this up. It doesn't look as old as the rest of it does. This rock looks very, very old. I mean, very old since the time they actually carved this out. It's already patinaed. This is not a geofact. Many of those ones out there that want to say that the giants don't exist will call this a geofact. It's not. This is not natural. You can see all of this is wear and tear. Not so much on this side, but it most likely tied from up here on top more than anything. Well, not on top, it was from underneath, but I mean, it tied. But, I mean, it's speculation on my part, but like I said, it does look like a fish. There's an eye, that's a fin. I see it as that. Somebody else might see it different. Many of people might see it different. But this was definitely carved out to be used as some sort of a warring tool, or, a warring instrument, for most likely hurting people or Indians. But I mean, this is my second in a series or whatever that will show that the giant Indians did exist, and they did exist in the Tucson area because this was found in Sahuarita, Arizona, in my backyard. Like and subscribe. Any questions, I'll try to answer them as best I can. Thank you.